Hello, my name is Lisette Garcia, and I am going to share with you my experience with the ABAS 3 administration. Since we do not have the violin in our district, I had to use ABAS 3 ages 5 through 21 instead. Here's a copy of it. Administering the ABAS 3 was really not a bad experience at all. It did take me a while to familiarize myself with the test and feel comfortable with it before formally meeting with the parent. And the way we normally administer this test in my campus is pretty much by providing a copy to the parent and to the teacher and allowing them to complete it either at school or at home, depending on their preference. For this particular student, I went over the directions with the parent and I made sure that she understood every area of the test. I explained to the parent the importance of reading and rating every single item carefully, even if some items did not seem to apply to the student, and to use a 0 for the items that the student was unable to perform. What I like about the ABAS is that you do not have to worry about setting a basal or ceiling level. The parent and or the teacher has to complete every area with the exception of the work skill area, which is only to be completed if the student being rated holds a part-time or a full-time job. I also like how the ABAS is set up. Each adaptive skill area has its own page with its behavior ratings clearly defined. If you look over here on the book, page 3, there is a table, and it's pretty much self-explanatory. It goes over each of the ratings and it explains what each of them mean. 0 is for not able. When the student is not able to do the behavior. 1 is never or almost never. 2 is for sometimes, and 3 is for always. I like how each page also has a little chart over here where it reminds the parent what each of the ratings mean. And then over here on the right corner has a check only if they had to guess for an answer. I feel that the ABAS is user-friendly and, like I said before, pretty much self-explanatory. What I dislike about the ABAS is that it is long and time-consuming. I believe that that's the main reason why a lot of our parents prefer to take the test home, because of the amount of time that they have to spend completing the test. What I found easy about administering the ABAS was that the only thing that I really had to do was explain the directions to their parents and pretty much be available to answer any questions she had. In reality, the parent was the one doing most of the work to complete the test. Now, when it came to scoring the test, it was a little bit more of a challenging for me because I had no experience with this at all. What I did first, I had to pretty much add all the ratings on every single page and get the raw score, and then I had to sit down with the diagnostician, and she pretty much guided me through the whole process of inputting the data into the computer scoring program. The one thing that made me really nervous was the fear of making a mistake when entering the data on the computer. I honestly think that the hardest part of this whole process is the writing. It's the writing of the report, but of course I'm not there yet. The questions I have about administering the ABAS are related to the parent portion of the test. One question that I have here is, what do we do if the parent chooses not to answer all the questions or skips around the test? And the other one is, what about if the answers given by the parent are not realistic, meaning that they're rating the student too high or too low, and we know that those ratings are really not true ratings. And how do we handle that? When I was doing all my readings and getting to know the different adaptive behavior assessments, I learned that these type of assessments do contribute to a comprehensive assessment when considering special education eligibility. In my campus, when the diagnostician gets an IQ that is below or near 70, she uses the ABAS to see if the student is truly an intellectually disabled student. Overall, I feel that this was a great experience. I did learn a lot through it, and I'm hoping to get more experiences like this one. Thank you.